So I'm just sitting in the van. It's raining on and off, so it's just causing a bit of a problem today. And I was sort of thinking about the two bucket system. Obviously, the purpose of to prevent swell marks, light scratches. So after doing the pre-wash stages, you get your clean wash mitt into the your bucket with the suds or bodywork shampoo with your grit guard. Do a section of the car. You then put the wash mitt in the clean water with another bucket with grit guard. Give it a shake, or maybe scrub it a little bit on the grit guard. Then back into the soapy water or bodywork shampoo, back on the vehicle, and repeat this process until you're done. I say the whole point of to prevent swell marks and light scratching. But then when I'm done, both of the buckets, as you can see, they're both dirty. The water in both of them is. I'm sure that if you was just using one bucket in a grit guard, obviously it'd probably be dirtier. So I was sort of thinking, especially with the summer, hopefully, the summer months coming up, where you've got, if you're out on the road doing car valeting, or you're doing your own vehicle and you can't sort of get it in the shade, or if you're mobile valet, sometimes you don't have the luxury of sort of being under cover where you've got it in shady areas, so the panels can cool down a bit. And you've got hard water, so you wash the wing, you go into the door, before you know it, the wing's dried. You've got all the deposits from the hard water, and also the dirt that might still be remaining. It's dried off on the panel and it looks quite bad, especially if you're doing dark. I always find if I'm doing dark coloured vehicles, you sort of you wash it, especially when it's hot, and if it's drying off a lot quicker than you can sort of get round, it actually looks a lot worse. And if you're a mobile valet, you know what I mean by that. So really, what would be an alternative? The only alternative I can think of after the pre-washing, it might sound a bit crazy, is obviously a clean or new wash mitt, or using multiple wash mitts. In other words, you get a clean new wash mitt into the soapy water, do a section of the car, and then change to another wash mitt and just keep them going round. You might need 6, 7, 8 wash mitts, and then don't use them wash mitts on another vehicle until they've been washed again. Would that help to sort of prevent it? It also makes me wonder whether it would help with the vehicle drying off in the summertime, the panels, whether it would, you're trying to pull off as much, contaminants, road film as possible, so that when it does dry, because let's face it, if it's hot and you're trying to do a whole car, you're never going to get round, to sort of like wash it and then dry it off, because it'll be already be drying. But it'd be interesting to see if doing it that way would actually help a lot. I think it probably will do, 100%. So I'm gonna probably try that out to see. I might, well, not on a customer's car. What I'll probably do is do it on my own vehicle. Just use multiple wash mitts, new or washed, so they've not been used previously on a car without being washed, sort of thing. And then sort of maybe do a wing, then another wash mitt, maybe do the door, another wash mitt, do the rear quarter, and then just out of interest, let it naturally dry off to see, in this hard water area, and we've seen how much sort of remains on the vehicle, just out of interest, because if you're a mobile valeter and you sort of wash the vehicle and you're trying to get round for, it's all dried off and water marks and remainder of the dirt that's on the panels, it does take a little bit longer to try and sort of clean it up afterwards. So it'd be interesting to see if doing it that way would actually make a lot of difference, because you can buy fairly decent wash mitts in bulk quite cheap. Some of them, they're only like £3, and if you're sort of using them and then they're getting washed, then they're never going to be that bad. Rather than, I don't know, some valeters perhaps say, they'd use a wash mitt, the same one throughout the day, if they're doing multiple vehicles, and obviously by the end of the day it's probably getting quite filthy. But yeah, I'm going to do a test when the warmer weather's here, and I'm going to put up a video just to see how much of a difference it makes. I'll do one side with multiple wash mitts, and then I'll do the other side with just one, sort of all the panels, let it dry off, and then do a comparison. What are your thoughts on it?